I'm starting to see people send me these videos about people saying how the law of attraction doesn't work, how this doesn't work, how that, it doesn't. If those things actually worked, I wouldn't bother teaching any courses. People wouldn't keep watching these videos over and over and over again because they're not gleaning what is required. I want to let you know I'm going to be teaching the sacred geometry of money. It is a live Q&A with me. You're going to hear, understand, and discover things you have never heard before. Click on the link below, and I'll see you on the other side.
How is the spiritual community keeping us broke and disempowered? Can you kind of break that down for us?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's numerous, but the love and light syndrome only gets you further and further from yourself, and so we have focused, or people are focusing on mental understanding of teachings or protocols. That's not going to do anything. That is not how manifestation works. It has nothing to do with mental understanding. This is part of the problem. It has nothing to do with memorization. We're not going to get anywhere because we have said to ourselves, well, I understand that money is energy, and so therefore I'm no longer going to have any problem manifest. That has nothing to do with it. And all we really see is a proliferation of old teachings being spread by people who are not the embodiment of what it means to be able to manifest with conscious abundance that is reflective of the I am. So this is a big turning point for people. That's why it's my third course. So people can actually learn that some of the biggest problems is the focus on mental understanding and thinking that if you mentally understand, that's enough. You're not your thoughts. It's never going to do anything. We don't manifest based upon what we want. We manifest based upon who we are. And the layers and layers and layers of concepts, beliefs, and programmings, it is not available to our conscious mind to see past that. That's also part of the problem. We're not addressing the programming. We're not deprogramming. We're layering on top with a focus on mental understanding. It doesn't work, which is why I'm now doing my third course, because it doesn't work. I'm starting to see, or people send it to me, which is kind of funny. I'm starting to see people send me these videos about people saying how the law of attraction doesn't work, how this doesn't work, how that, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. If those things actually worked, I wouldn't bother teaching any courses. People wouldn't keep watching these videos over and over and over again because they're not gleaning what is required, because it's improper teachings. There's no other way to say it. And all I want is for people to, and this is the point of spirituality, by the way. Spirituality has become psychic predictions, channeling, talking about aliens. Everything has become a distance from the direct connection with the I am. It's become mentalized. It's become entertainment, and manifestation teachings are the same thing. People are getting further and further and further away from themselves, when true teaching and the point of spirituality is to elevate and improve the quality of our life in every single facet. The purpose of spirituality is to allow us to be the greatest expression of ourselves while we are here, and not shun or deny the self. In terms of the best way to operate, it's to be able to move through here without creating too much cause and effect or karma, and to be able to embody who and what we really are, which then gets reflected in the outer world. That's the point of spirituality. That's the point of manifestation. It's not like, well, I go to church on Sunday, or I go to temple, or I can quote Bible verses, or I know how to channel, or I know all sorts of information about the Council of 12 or this or that. This is what it's become. This is all by design. This is what it's become. These are true teachings, what it is that I offer. These are true teachings of the I am. And this is what I want for everybody, to be able to live this way within every facet of their life.
You'd kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier, RJ, but why does it seem like all of these teachings from everybody currently, like not, on YouTube, why are they all kind of like digging up older people's work? Like people that had passed away, or they found a new book or a new technique, an ancient technique, whatever the case may be.
Well, that should kind of say everything, right? That it's not coming from them. It's not authentic. it's not what they tangibly know to be true. They are not the embodiment. Otherwise, their teachings would be unique and it would be specific to them. So of course, there's just constant unearthing of old material by people, and by people that are voracious to have something that works, unearthed by people that have not tangibly realized how it actually works for themselves. So they were relying upon something else, again, something outside of them. So it's difficult for me to watch. I got to be honest. It's difficult for me to watch. It pains me because it doesn't have to be this way. But the proliferation of old teachings is because no one has discovered anything new within themselves about how to operate properly, and they're not the embodiment of it. Otherwise, the teachings would come out in a unique way. And the fact that they are mimicking older teachings actually tells you everything. It hasn't come from them, which means they're not the embodiment of it. It would be unique. And that's why we see people promoting, whether it's healing or manifestation, people that haven't healed themselves, talking about how they're a healer, or manifestation coaches talking about manifestation who haven't been able to manifest what it is they truly desire in their life, whether it's money or love or friendship or this or that. It's like, it's so disingenuous and so phony that I do everything I can to reverse that. And the only thing I'm in control of is me. And that's why I keep teaching all these classes and courses. And that's why I said this is my third time, my third different course on manifestation. And so it all comes down to, I just want better for people. That's what it's really about.
There's obviously a huge hunger and desire for this information because people watch, like, these videos get millions and millions of views. So maybe we could talk a little bit about this, RJ. Like, I'm sure that there's some validity to some of these older teachings, but why is it not enough for people just to watch them? And then, why are they still not able to manifest? Because I guess they would stop watching them if they were able to, right?
Well, they would stop watching them if they worked. They wouldn't need to keep watching them over. They don't work. I mean, and it's okay to admit this. Right? It's okay. If they worked, we wouldn't keep watching them. Right? Again, the focus is mental understanding. That's part of the problem. The mental understanding is not going to give you manifestation powers. It doesn't work that way. And that's one of the biggest issues, is the approach is a mental approach, and then a mimicry that is also ineffectual and inauthentic. And the results will be just that, ineffectual and authentic, because it's not a tangible embodiment, because we haven't cleaved our way through all the programming, all the subconscious layers. We're still viewing things as outside of ourselves and trying to understand something that's outside of ourselves. Again, this is not how it works. We have everything backwards by design. By design. We have everything backwards. And if these things did work, everyone would be manifesting wealth, health, love, friendship. I'm not sure why we won't admit that it doesn't work. I mean, I know why podcasters don't admit that it doesn't work, because then people would stop watching. But that's why they don't admit it. But I just want better for people that are looking for something that actually works. So it's here now.
I've taken pretty much all of RJ's manifestation courses, and I would say one of the most freeing things is just the fact that I don't need to watch manifestation videos anymore, because I was the first person to watch these videos over and over and over, listen to these things at night, and I bought all the books and I did it all. So I just think once you know how things work and you start to embody them, just like you said, RJ, it's so freeing not to have to listen anymore, not to always. I was always looking for another technique. Where's the technique that I'm missing? So anyway, thank you so much for these teachings, RJ.
If you are unaware, I lead a global meditation where all of us come together with a single pointedness of focus by harnessing our attention and intention, which is a massive amplification of our energy, which yields greater efficacy in terms of what it is that we desire to manifest. If you want to help change the world, literally, sign up on the link below, because we're going to be doing another one very soon.